I will see you tomorrow from 2, including Friday's Wonder Years.
This is Radio 2
on BBC Sounds
and on your smart speaker.
Play BBC Radio 2.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Catherine Cracknell. The deadline set by the COVID public inquiry for the government to hand over a cache of documents, including Boris Johnson's unedited WhatsApp messages and diaries, has now passed. The head of the inquiry had warned Downing Street it could face a legal battle if it refused to provide all the information requested by 4 o'clock today. Speaking a short time ago, the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, wouldn't confirm whether the full unredacted documents had been provided.
The government's cooperated thoroughly with the inquiry today, handing over tens of thousands of documents, and we will continue to comply, of course, with the law and cooperate with the inquiry. We're confident in our position, but are carefully considering next steps.
Police have said there's no suggestion that 2 young people who died off Bournemouth Beach were hit by a jet ski or jumped from the pier. A man in his 40s has been arrested on suspicion of manslaughter. 8 people were injured. Our correspondent in Bournemouth, Helena Wilkinson, says more details have been released about those who died.
The 12-year-old girl is from Buckinghamshire and the 17-year-old boy from Southampton. Also, we know that they are not related. They didn't know each other, and we also learned that the 8 people who were also brought out from the water, 10 people in total, the police said that they were different people from different families, so they didn't know each other.
The latest figures suggest house prices in the UK saw their biggest annual drop for nearly 14 years last month. Analysis from the Nationwide Building Society shows prices in the year to May fell by 3.4%, the biggest decline since July 2009. US prosecutors have obtained an audio recording of Donald Trump in which he acknowledges keeping a classified document after leaving the White House. The former president has repeatedly claimed all the material he kept after leaving office had been declassified. Cars which are driven by remote control are being used by a hire company in Milton Keynes in what the firm says is a European first. The system uses 360-degree cameras to allow operators sitting in an office to drive the vehicles to customers. Kusha Kave is the co-founder and chief executive of Imperium Drive. He says it'll be a little while until the vehicles are completely autonomous.
We still have a safety driver who sits in our vehicles while they're being remotely driven. The person does not touch the wheel or anything, is just there for 2 reasons. We're still building our safety features, and secondly, we want to build public perception about a car with no one in it that no one has seen before. So that will take us another 18 months.
The launching mallet of a ship known as Canada's Titanic will go up for auction in Glasgow next month. It's made of ivory and was used to commemorate the launch of the RMS Empress of Ireland in 1906. The ship sank 8 years later after colliding with another boat, killing over 1,000 people. It's expected to sell for £10,000 to £15,000. And now here's the sport with Shabnam Yunus-Jewel.
As the French Open tennis continues on the clay in Paris on day 5, Britain's Emma Raducanu's announced she's parted ways with Sebastian Sachs, her 5th coach since winning the US Open title 2 years ago. She's currently recovering from feet and ankle surgery. Lionel Messi will play his final game for Paris Saint-Germain against Clermont on Saturday. That's been confirmed by the PSG manager Christophe Galtier, who says he's had the privilege of coaching the best player in the history of football. Chelsea forward Lauren James has signed a new deal, keeping her at the Women's Super League champions until 2027. She's off to the Women's World Cup with England in July. And cricket fans are enjoying a sunny day at Lord's watching England against Ireland in a one-off test match. England won the toss and put Ireland in to bat first. And if you're not there, you can sit in your garden and listen to ball-by-ball coverage on BBC 5 Sports Extra. That's the BBC News and Sport. It's 4 minutes past 4.
Shabnam, Catherine, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sarah Cox, BBC Radio 2.
Well, thank you very much to Mr. Scott Mills. I wish we could hear him again on the radio, but I don't. Oh, we can. Oh, what? Tomorrow from 2? Fine, yeah. Phew. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome along to your warm and fuzzy Thursday tea time extravaganza. And you know I love a Thursday. It's the best day of the week. It's a beauty. It's standing under a waterfall and dancing barefoot in the sand. It's access all areas, drinking beer with the band. It's your toddler grandson gently taking hold of your hand. We can feel the tickle of the weekend against our bare skin, like a feather boa skimming your muffin top. And as it is a Thursday, there's groovies in the start, plus first and last a half hour go wild at the Sarahs. And next we see Who's Tivoti plus Tea Leaf Terror and Shop It Off. I'm excited. Hyacinth's excited.
Look sharp and be ship-shape, Richard!
Did say